All right. Hello and good evening, everyone, to another episode of Market Trading. I am your host, Vays. It's about 9:30 p.m. New York time. Australia should be fully awake. That's great. Europe, probably still asleep. Let's see how many live viewers we'll get. So the debt ceiling vote has taken place and it got voted in. This has just happened. Um, when I woke up here in Tokyo, the debate was going on 6 hours strong, and I didn't even realize that they had voted. Eventually, I like watching stuff on 2x speed. I can't watch this stuff in real time anymore. I'm so used to 2x. I'm actually going to go and watch this debate or listen to it at least at some point. I'm going to download the video a little bit later today. I am going to be hanging out with a bunch of people here in Japan, so I have no idea when I'm going to watch it or listen to it at least. But I do want to hear what the arguments were. Let's go to the charts, or at least to screen share. Here's the vote. Here's the 7.5 hour long video. I guess they debated for about 7 hours, and then they had a few minutes to vote, like 30 minutes to vote or something. I'm not sure, or maybe they can vote the whole time. We're gonna rewind this video and take a look. But here's the voting. It got passed about 3-1. So 303 yes. Passed, increased the debt ceiling. Percentage-wise, more Republicans said no. Some Democrats said no, which is interesting. Curious who those Democrats were that said no. Some people didn't want to vote. Also interesting. And yeah, I'm curious how much time they had to actually vote. 13 minutes. Oh, vote hasn't started yet. So about 15 minutes. Yeah, they had about 15 minutes to vote. Oh, that's reasonable. Yeah, if we hit the play button and we speed this up on 2x. Yep, the voting begins. Yeah, so it looks like they got 15 minutes to vote. Yep, voting started, 15 minutes. And it was quickly in favor of passing the debt ceiling. So the markets should be happy. Let's go and take a look. But I'm sure while the debate was going on, the markets were a little jittery. So let's go straight to the stock market and see what's happening off hours. Where are we here? Let's see what's happening off hours. Off hours in the S&P. Let's go to a 10-minute chart, maybe. So this is probably when voting started. This is the 10 minutes when voting began. I can tell by the off hours chart. And if we rewind 6 hours, let's go to the hourly chart. So that's the current hour when voting began. And if we go back, the markets dropped before the debate actually started. So the markets dropped this morning. If the debate started 6 hours ago, the debate would have started as market day comes to a close, because that video was 7.5 hours, and I think it just completed. Let me see. Streamed live 7 hours ago. So unfortunately, YouTube rounds to the hour. So that means the debate would have started 10 minus 8 at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm assuming this began at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We can go to the market. This is the 1 p.m. candle that kind of rebounded the market back. And at 2 p.m., the debate started. But something happened this morning. We fell this morning, reversed at 11 a.m. Let's zoom in deeper. When did we reverse? We reversed at 11:20. Not exactly the 10 a.m. reversal. That was the 9:40 candle that ended at 9:50. So at 10 a.m., we started to break down. Again, not exactly a 10 a.m. reversal, but close. It would have been tough for me to trade today back in the old 10 a.m. reversal system. How's the live chat doing? Greens from Peru. Hey Pedro, find a way to reach out to me. I do want to go to Peru. I don't know if I'll make it this year. I'll be in Brazil in September. Maybe there's a chance if I'm already in Brazil, I'll swing by Peru and just go visit Machu Picchu. The debate was 1 hour. How was it 1 hour? That video was 7 hours. Like I said, I haven't seen the video yet. The video was 7 hours long. Like, what else were they talking about? This is a 7-hour video. Like, I don't know, I was asleep, guys. I'm in Tokyo. Oh, is this like different bills or something? On agreeing to the resolution. What does that mean? The whole video was 6 hours long. I mean, they probably debated other bills then. So the debate was 1 hour. Oh yeah, that's good to know. Like I woke up and I saw this link on the voting, and the video was 6 hours in, and I'm like, holy shit, they're debating this thing for 6 hours. I don't really have much thoughts on AI for the last 2 years, for the next 2 years. Yeah, Pedro, can you like, I don't know, I don't know how to contact you, but if you go to my website, there is a contact form, and just shoot over just a contact, and I'll reach out. Just make sure you leave your Telegram handle, and I'll reach out to you on Telegram. Yeah, I heard good things about Cusco. Jesus Christ, this guy's like 102. Who is this? I don't know who this is. Anyway, I'm gonna try to listen to this giant 6-hour video at some point, or maybe on my flight back to the US. I have a 15-hour flight to the US, and I can't sleep on that flight because I want to adjust to the time super quickly. So I may have to stay awake for 14 hours. Futures are dropping. I guess the market's not happy. Whoa. Whoa. What does the weekly chart look like? Man. I still think I'm bullish. I still think I am. Still early, guys. I am still bullish on the market. This is weird. The debt ceiling is passing. The market should be happy. I'm not sure why it's not. Again, I need to watch that giant video. All right. This still looks good. You know, we're still in a bullish trend. I'm not too concerned with the stock market right now. We're going to run it backwards today. Gold, as you guys know, I am now bullish on gold. It had its correction, and now I think we're heading higher. There was an interesting concern the other day. Someone in the live chat, or not in the live chat, or in the comment section says, Tone, how can you be bullish on the dollar and bullish on gold at the same time? Isn't the dollar inversely correlated to gold? It is not. The US dollar is not inversely correlated to gold. Now, the dollar, the gold is measured in US dollars. So obviously, if the dollar strengthens by 10% next month, that would mean that gold will be cheaper to buy in US dollars. While that is true, you have to understand that the gold price is not driven by the correlation with the dollar. It is driven by speculation of people in and out of gold. So while the US dollar will affect the price of gold, it will affect the price of gold to maybe the tune of 10%. So the reason why people buy gold is not because the dollar is dropping or rising, is because they think the price of gold will rise. Now, Bitcoin has a similar effect, but significantly smaller. Um, let's say the US dollar goes up in value by 10% next month. Does that mean Bitcoin is going to drop next month? No. It really depends on whether people are speculating into Bitcoin or speculating out of Bitcoin. And because Bitcoin is measured in US dollars as well, mostly, it will probably affect the price of Bitcoin to the tune of 1 to 2%, but it is a very minor role in determining the price of speculative assets. So yes, gold can go up a lot while the US dollar is going up a lot, because not only Americans are buying gold as a hedge against the dollar. If the euro is collapsing, every European is going to want to buy gold. We know Russia is buying gold. We know that China is buying gold. We know that India always buys gold. Now they're not buying it enough. They're not buying enough gold to make the price skyrocket. And the futures market still controls the price of gold. But eventually, half the world will not be trading gold in dollars. They're very, very soon, China, Russia, India, they're going to trade gold in their own exchanges and not in the dollar. They're probably going to create their own basket of currencies, or a currency backed by a basket of assets. Or I'm hoping they just use Bitcoin. I really don't know anything about Hong Kong improving crypto purchases. It doesn't matter. Guys, I'm sorry to say, Hong Kong was one of my favorite places in the world. But because of the way Hong Kong handled COVID, I really think Hong Kong is about to become irrelevant. I used to think that Hong Kong could be like something of relevance in the world, but it's not. Hong Kong and Singapore are done. They are done as being global financial leaders. The global financial capital of the non-US global financial capital is going to move to Dubai, Dubai and Saudi. And it's all because of COVID. I know all these people that moved out of Hong Kong, they moved out of Singapore, and they're not coming back. The tyranny that took place in Hong Kong and Singapore is not forgivable. So whatever Hong Kong does going forward, it's just irrelevant, completely irrelevant. Like the only region you really need to care about going forward is mainland China, not Hong Kong, India, Russia, and the Middle East. That's what matters. That's it. Whatever America and Europe do going forward does not matter. It is the G7 is rendered meaningless going forward. You don't see it yet, but you will. With every passing year, like the G7 can announce whatever the hell they like, and it will not matter. They are no longer relevant. No, like okay, yeah, no, well, it's irrelevant. Like the money has left Hong Kong. I have not been to Armenia. Okay, Hong Kong was my favorite city. This is very upsetting. Like I have zero desire or interest to go to Hong Kong. And when people ask me, Tone, if you have to pick 5 places, if you only had 5 places to go to next year, where would you go? From places that I've been to before, of course. Hong Kong was always on the list. Hong Kong was always one of my favorite places to go, and I have no desire to go there anymore. Natural gas has dropped. Interesting. It has dropped below one of my critical lines. I still think natural gas will be rising in the near future. I have not entered any positions in natural gas, but hey, the longer it stays down here, the more time I have to think about it and still get into a good position. I like the move, the crossover, the MACD, called a perfect buying opportunity, the RSI, divergence right here, a perfect buying opportunity. It's still in a bullish trend. I like being above the moving averages, however. So I still think natural gas will be rising in the near future. Oil daily chart, right here. It's very, very likely the US has depleted the strategic petroleum reserve. I think the data comes out tomorrow. I don't think we have the data yet. We will see. When the data comes out tomorrow, we will put it right into our spreadsheet. Yep, the data will be out tomorrow. So when I do this video tomorrow, we'll have another piece of data that would tell us what happened 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, this is very, very laggy. GBTC, yep, dropping again. Well, Bitcoin price did take a little bit of a dip. Let's look at Bitcoin now. So as you guys know, I was very bullish yesterday. This is our support line. We've broken this support line. It's a little bit concerning, but we did break the support line amongst lots of political news and the debt ceiling news. So I'm not really going to panic over this quite yet. Let's look at the daily chart. Same thing here. Last night, the price of Bitcoin started dropping towards the end of the candle. Oh, sorry. This is today's candle. I'm in Tokyo. This is the start of a brand new candle. I'm going to chalk this candle up to just stop loss hunting and too much bullishness over the debt ceiling passing. I think this is going to blow over still. We did get rejected by the 50-period moving average. This is not bad. It would be great for the MRI to reset and then have the green star candle come in, over the weekend maybe, or going into Monday as we're breaking the 50-period moving average. I am not concerned. I would only start to get concerned at 26,000. As long as Bitcoin is above 26,000, I am not concerned. Before we go to the longer term timeframes, the financial summit is coming to the UAE. Again, the future financial capital of the non-US financial capital. I guess that's a good name for it. The non-US financial capitals were Hong Kong and Singapore, and they are now going to be probably Dubai for sure. And the other one is a little tricky. It depends how the Russia-Ukraine plays out. It could very well be Russia. Could very well be Moscow. I mean, they still have a bit of a corruption problem over there, but no one trusts China. And unconfiscatable. Coming to Las Vegas, December 7 and 8. Oh, people are starting to sign up. I love it. Had some VIP tickets sold. It's great. You'll see a smaller number on here now. Some carnivory tickets got sold. Oh, I should check. Where are we actually on that front? Well, I have to open an incognito window to get the latest numbers, I think. Let me see. Unconfiscatable. Yeah, we got 4 carnivory seats left before prices rise to like 350. We're still going to keep it reasonable, but prices will rise when 4 more tickets get sold. We're only down to like, I don't know, maybe at best 50 seats left for carnivory, and that's it. The final tickets are going to be like $700, like those last 5 tickets. So if you're planning to go, you want to get this ticket at 300, not 750. The last 5 tickets will be 750. We scale prices as scarcity looms. As less seats become available, prices rise. It's not time-based, it's demand-based. Same thing here. We have about 50 tickets left, and then prices rise for the conference. So get them sooner than later, guys. Would I live in Dubai? I'm not sure. Definitely not in the summer. Dubai has its advantages. Has its advantages. I'm living in Panama at the moment. Tokyo is great too. Expensive though. They're all expensive. There is no perfect place to live. As long as you have the ability to get up and move within a month with your family, that's the perfect place to live. The ability to choose a new place to live is more important than the current place where you live. So you have to have a mobile job. You gotta have your kids in a school or mentality of your kids which would allow them to just move. And without any other life and family commitments that will prevent you from being flexible. I'm not that good of a player to play in the World Series of Poker. Yeah, Panama's safe. I feel safe. I wish I knew Spanish. My problem with living in Panama is I don't know Spanish, and I haven't taken the time to properly learn it. I'm not happy with this candle at all. Well, I'm also not happy with that the candle is incorrect. Maybe when the next candle comes, it will correct itself. I like the fact that the moving averages have bunched together. Again, as long as the price of Bitcoin remains above $26,000, I am very happy with my 80% bullish position. And I'm ready to turn that back into 100% if next candle is above 27.5. If next candle takes us above 27.5 towards the second half of that candle, I am ready to go back into 100% bullish position. Again, weekly chart, not too much of a concern. Still bouncing off the moving averages. I still have not seen much to be fear about, much to have fear in the charts of Bitcoin. All right, that is it, guys. It is 11 a.m. here in Tokyo. I need to go get a haircut. I want to look good. Get my beard shaved. My goatee is growing because I kind of want to get back to the US and then deal with the goatee and facial hair. But I do want to get everything like just shaved. And then get some lunch. All right, I'll glance at your live chat if there's any good questions. Bitfarm stock, look at that. So Bitcoin price is dropping and Bitfarm stock is rising. That's good. Oh, well, maybe not. Look at the daily chart. Yeah, Bitfarm stock held up super well. As you guys know, my favorite miner in the space, Bitfarms. Keeping an eye on the Fed watch. Oh, and look at this. So they're coming around to my position. My position has always been that the Fed is raising rates too far, too fast. And here we are with the expectation flipping from 70% that they're going to raise, which made no sense to me whatsoever, to 60% that they're not going to raise, which is the correct position. I believe the Fed should not be raising interest rates, which again makes it very, very peculiar why the stock market is dropping, while the Fed has now changed their mind and they're not going to raise the rate, or the market has changed their mind that the Fed is not going to raise the rate. Yeah, so look, one day ago, it was literally the other way around. Crazy. Crazy. Completely crazy. What about our economic indicators today? Chicago PMI, not that important, but came in low. Mortgage application index came in low. Tomorrow's a big day. You have the ISM manufacturing, you have the oil inventories, and you have the jobs. The job numbers come out tomorrow. This could also be, jitters over the job numbers tomorrow. And those job numbers are gonna significantly help the unemployment rate on Friday. That's the big one. The unemployment rate on Friday. Right there. And the CPI comes out next week, I believe. Whoa, almost dropped my camera there. Which would have been bad if I dropped my camera because I'm not exactly wearing jeans at the moment. The one time I'm like, nah, I'm going to be lazy. Almost knocked over the camera. I don't think this is a dead cat bounce. Thoughts on Ledger. I've given my thoughts on Ledger over the last several episodes. I never liked Ledger, so I've made it clear over years and years and years. Do you think Ukraine war is going to go to the next level soon? Yeah, I do. I do. It's getting very bad. I do think it's gonna go up a notch. I think it's gonna go up a notch. Look at DXY. I'm bullish on the dollar. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, the US is really unhappy Erdogan won the election. Look at that. They're just destroying their currency. Like, I want to go back to Turkey because it will be so cheap to go there. But the last time I was there, I couldn't get a taxi or an Uber. And it's such a big city that it was just a nightmare. So I don't really want to go back to Turkey this soon. Once they get their taxis and Ubers working again, I'll go back to Turkey. The Mexican peso has been doing really well. I'm bullish on Mexico. If there was a country you want to move to, it's probably Mexico. I'm very bullish on Mexico. And I think Indian currency is about to devalue. Again, America is not happy with India. And whoa, what happened here? Whoa. The Russian ruble took a big hit yesterday. Interesting. Very interesting. And surprising. As you guys know, I'm bullish on the Russian ruble. And I'm bearish on the currently fully pegged and fully controlled by the United States, Ukrainian hryvnia currency. I think that's going to hyperinflate. South Africa. Ugh. New all-time low for South Africa? Oh, not good. Not good. Not good at all. How's the yen doing? I've had a couple of good weeks here. Yeah, the yen is, man, I'm getting ripped off. The yen is 140. I'm getting like 125 on the exchange rate. They're scamming me here at currency exchange places. Not just me, like everyone. Man, they don't want to admit that it's 140 to the dollar. That's great. If it was 100 to the dollar, it would have been expensive. I guess I should pay with my credit card more often than with cash. But they don't really like credit cards here. It's a really super cash economy. Like everything here is cash. Cold card's great. If you're gonna buy a cold card, use my affiliate link. It doesn't pay me anything, but it saves you 5%. Just go to tonevays.com/affiliates. And if you're looking to learn trading, check out the workshops. Actually, no, sorry. Check out the on-demand videos of the workshops. All right. On this note, I'm gonna get going. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all on the next one.